it's me. Hey y'all, you seeing me on your following FYP YTYMCMB AMG DDG because today it's Small House Saga episode 15, auntie. And FYI, YMCMB means Young Money Cash Money Billionaires, Yana Luwe Nana Birdman, okay? And then AMG, that's a Mac as in a Mercedes luxury tagline AMG, DDG, ex-boyfriend, yeah, Hailey Bailey, aka her baby daddy. And FYP means for you page, explore page about TikTok. YT YouTube, okay? So yeah, Murundo na pese babo because it's Small House Saga episode I think 16, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna be doing my little facials while I tell you the story. Before I get into the story, nyaya yekulaika icha, you know what? Please like my videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Tanata Marimira. We are almost getting to 5k because I'm 4,600 and something. So please keep subscribing and like my videos. Yeah, let's get it. Listen, today's Small Saga episode is a bit emotional, so I'm just gonna put out a disclaimer. Okay, it's a personal disclaimer, by the way. You know what, I know it's entertainment for us and whatnot, like Small Saga and whatnot, but I feel like sometimes there's a thin line between trading your life and thinking that you're doing enjoyment with small house. You know what I mean? Some of the lengths women are going to accommodating this notion you small house is just insane, okay? But I just want to thank the person who came with this story because she is saying it from a place of I want to teach these young ladies, because now looks like we can't manage to get in contact with our sisters. You know, they learn more from TikTok. My pages are saying so I feel like while you're entertaining them, just educate them. This is someone who's learned her lesson, by the way, okay? Thank you for being brave enough to share something like that. So yeah, as you listen to it, you know, just have more yoso because I'm telling you it's gonna be a lot. So I just thought I should just put this disclaimer, okay? So regendi se face mask yangu sheet yangu embin, I'ma be back ndonyatsita si ndonyatsokhudza inyaya. Munhu wedu anhasi tichamuti Prim. Listen, I hate sheet masks for this reason. You see, my face is too small for them, but listen, it's okay. Munhu wedu anhasi tichamuti Prim, okay? It's honestly difficult for me to lay these sheet masks. My face is just too small for them. But anyway, munhu wedu anhasi tichamuti Prim. So Prim says she was in Harare at that time. She was 26, right? She was 25 turning 26, so we are just going to say she was 26, okay? So antaroti ndakaenda ugava and ndirimo mugava pakauya vanhu vaioneka kuti mabhozeri, you know what, let me take this off. I will just leave the ingredients to just kwenendrera zviri imomo, okay? So anyway, antaroti angari ugava. So ariko kugava mune mabhozero akasvika handiti. Vasati amenda ugava, make sure you go Belgravia. They cook really nice Zimbabwean traditional Zimbabwean cuisines, very very nice. You should go there. So ariko ikoko pakasvika mafesa aioneka kuti ane bag wambeta zvezvo nongoti apa panenge pane mari apa, and then obva anakirwa ne one of the guys abva angoti I need to get this guy. And you know, it just so happens that guy waida waingoramba vachingomita check out, and then you know eventually ndobvazongopanana manamba vati tozotaura. So paanga kuenda that guy akamutera vati uri kuenda nei chikanzi ndayozoita sei zotorwa neindrive yangu chichi, and then the guy's like okay cool, so tozotaura chichi, ndobva akapanana manumbers. Days went by, this guy anombomutsvaga akaita like 5 days asinombomutsvaga. Day reach 6 mfesi yobva azongomutsvaga, and it was on a Sunday masikati, ndobva 20 hey, went up church. If you didn't, can you go for ice cream? Hans van der Tom tea. Hey, I didn't go to church, but ice cream is not okay. Let's go for lunch. And first about to eat lunch, and then they enjoyed. They just had a nice time. So you know, there was nothing serious that was spoken about. It was just a matter of trungo again, just enjoying each other's company. Vapedza kudya lunch paper, the guy vaenda vanomsiya kumba, and then another day anzobva tunoshanda kupi, anzibva ndamudza ndoshanda somewhere in town, ndobva right, it's fine. Abva andifunza kuti lunch time yangu ndenguva yobva anditora bvatenda kulunch, but anodya bvatadzoka. And then the third time obva azonditi let me go and leave you chi kumba and drop you off kumba. And so no drop her off kumba and drop her off kumba and over 20 listen, I like you, and I've been checking you out the past 2 dates that I and even now Pananchinoxia kumba, I was checking you out and I was just like, listen, you are my type, Chichichi, I like you like that. So do you mind, Chi, if you become my girlfriend? And she was like, listen, I thought you'd never ask. I would definitely love to be your girlfriend. So yeah, we are official. And then they just started officially dating at that time. They dated, and 2 weeks later they had planned to go. So Prim anga invited to wedding a friend yake, right? And she had planned to go nani nemfesi. So you obviously already know Ndiani. Exactly, Big Mike. Angatichi Big Mike is going to be my +1. So Pepe atogadzira chichi kuti aite sei vaende kuwedding cake, and then Big Mike obvazomisira kuvakati, hey baby, I'm so sorry chi, anchavanzita sei anchakwanise kuuya, I'm really sorry, something urgent chaitika kumba chichi. And then she was like, you know what, it's fine, no problem. Okay, cool. So ndo batenda wedding cake chichichi. And then some days later, then the guy of us oti ntukuya ndoda kuendesa out for lunch. Vandamumirira avazo nfonera last minute, I'm so sorry, something came up, family chichichi. Vanakota, you know what, it's fine. Ndo vandazo shika pa kumvunza oti naiwe, like, you are always saying family, are you married, you stay with your parents, like what's really going on with you? He was like, no, I have a big family, I come from a big family, I'm a breadwinner, so everyone is constantly needing me and stuff like that. And vanangota, okay, cool, no problem. So after a while, the guy of us will now see, you know what, zvakunetsa because angangogara chiti paitika emergency and so kwanza kuya, that type of thing. That's when the guy ended up telling her the truth, kuti Saga, the truth is, G, I'm actually married, I have a wife, and don't worry, me and this wife, we are separating. We were supposed to be divorced, but the thing is, there was an illness, so I can't leave her in a time of need like that, but we are no longer together. We still stay together, so the sickness, the whole process here, divorce. I hope it's okay with you. And she's like, no, it's fine. And I just thought I should also let you know, Kuti, this wife of mine is stage 5 cancer. She has the cancer, and say. And then Nanzi Banda Tungot, oh, okay. So Anzi Mataraka Kuti, it might be a problem to me. So he had to say, and I have to tell you this so that you can make up your mind if you still want to be with me or not. So Anzi, the fact that he even says she's on stage 5. In stage 5, I was like, Muna Aktoyendakao, so Mama should be out of the picture. Rude, heartless. I know. She also said that, but listen, that was just last catering to her at the end of the day. LUST, Antimnesia. So, it constantly happened. The wife agents are sick, chi. So, at this time, because Munani got to life support, and vane 1.5 months vakudanana, there was a time yangari vesemanero vari kumamovies hanzi vapapinda ko, and mamovie avo samvunzo makalls hanzi vatoti regan bude, and just like that uvazongomisira message, I'm sorry, I really had to go, saka ndozokubata ungoshandisa mari yanayo, I'll cover you another time. So hanzi zvakandibora singaite, and I was like, listen, I need some time with you. I'm so sorry, pane renovations ari kuitwa somewhere padhuze, so I hope that noise doesn't interrupt my video, because kana watanga urecorda, the last thing you want kumbomira kurecorda. So Auntie Shakandibor Singaite, and then when I saw him the next time, I was like, listen, Muniarim stage 5, which means Utaku Faka Chichi. Well, why don't you just pull the plug? Because already she's on life support and she's brain dead and whatnot. So why don't you just pull the plug? And the first, but it's not easy like that. Yeah, but your kids are seeing the woman suffer. Just pull the plug, listen, because your life is now at a standstill because of that. And upon also beto time Anzia Pakatuso 3 weeks ago, Sarah Shikam Natita say Atofa. And akafa in line with what the doctors had said kuti mna achafa in how many days chichi ndobva afa pepe mukadzi uyaya. Then uyu manje zvaakachita manje ndobva murume obva atanga akakuenda kumafuneral kumusha kwemukadzi ita sei zvikanzi you don't really have to be that involved, urubva wanyanyeta kunge wanga uchiri kumuda, zvikanzi no, she's the mother of my kids chichichi, hanzi no akunyanya chichichi. So hanzi mfeso obva ati shonzvo, listen, once all this is done, don't worry, you will have all of me to yourself. Right now you just need to cater to her. We had been married for for 18 years, so I really have to, do something for her, chichichi. But Antotarati, when that man was doing the whole burial, chichichi, they were constantly talking, constantly communicating. He was constantly updating Egudona, so. And she's the one who actually helped him choose him, like coffin. She helped him choose him, chichichi. Kunaya follow Shira 7. I think you've heard about Shira 7 saying men actually do that. Those who didn't know, Shira 7 was a mortician. So basically, she constantly saw men who would come in that room, the mistress, the mistress dress and whatnot. So listen, if you knew how quick people are to move on, some of you would just choose yourself. Listen, I'm not saying anything, I'm just so good at anything, but I'm just saying choose yourself again and again and again and again and again. I'm just saying, okay? With that being said, Takambeta Yainzi Women Behind the Rings on the 28th of March, and that was so insightful. It was so fun. So I'm planning on doing another one, I think on the 2nd of May, another live as well. So but anyway, Ngati, take it back to our story. I'll be putting in the link here event once I just make up my mind and decide on the date, and then anyway, hapana usombetangova, the guy came back, and vana ndobva vambosiwa kumusha kwani kwamaishinza vana ngavambogara nesu mudhara achimboona kuti omaneuver life say, and then when he's settled he can take the kids. So anzi ndobva ndaningirikena, ndobva ndamuva in kumba kwemufesi, ndichibika ndichita sei cause nanda kutochita madhamu ipapo chichichi, and ndobva azombonditi chimbobva cause like hama dzemukadzi dzadzayozotora furniture chichichichi zvinenge zvichida kuendeswa, and then when everything else was taken, ndobva ndatoenda naye kunotenga new furniture, bva ndatonaisa up mumba the way I wanted, chichichichi, and zvinhu zviri kutoita sei zviri kutoendeka. So she thought at that time, zvinhu zviri kutoendeka, he's giving her cars kuti shandisaita so it just so happened kuti there was a time yekuti pane mukadzi akangosvika pamba, and Prim was ega pamba ipapo, anga ari alone in the house, and that lady obva tosvika zvikanzi ndotsvagawo big mike chichi, zvikanzi oh yeah he stays here but vaenda kubasa ndimani, zvikanzi no it's fine I'll come back another time. So hapana kuzomboita time, hanzi ndakati andimbomudze because like I was really wondering kuti dairi hama yatoti ndine hama or something, so it's definitely his girlfriend and I'm not gonna tell him. So a few days passed by, itori weekend hanzi takatochilana big mike tiri mupukumba kweke, that person futi ndobva nokafutikira ndobva uya, and big mike changed yezvezve kuti naiwe ngatimuti Saru, musikana nai Saru, and then she's like listen, anga akaenda ku UK 20 years ago, right? So she left for the UK 20 years ago. So she's the all right, again let me give you a backstory on Saru. Saru and Big Mike were dating, everything was fine, chichi, and then Saru got an opportunity to go to the UK to do her masters, to pursue her masters, and she was like, I can't let this opportunity go just because I'm dating you. I rather you go, or I rather leave you, like whatever, but I will pursue my education. So she left. That's how they separated. So she had not come. So 2 years later, that's when he married the wife Akazoshaya. So do you see the timeline? He had been married with this woman for 18 years, and they'd obviously panic a dating period, Gigi, that type of thing. So Saru came back, and she just remembered Kuti. This is where Big Mike stayed, because Big Mike had had this house for a very long time. So she knew Kuti Regambo Chaka Big Mike, that type of thing. So he was like, oh my gosh, she's the one who got away, and they just started being cozy. Baby, Saru, and unozia Saru ka, chichi primo unozia na Saru, like there's nothing we didn't do together. Do you remember concert here Takamboyenda? Oh my gosh, do you remember? Have you ever been in a situation like my friends, you the other friend, my experience? Do you remember chichi? And that's what it felt like. But you could see the love is there. People are really in love and whatnot. And Big Mike is like, you look so good, chichi. I don't look like chichi. Anyway, Shandaka murumoyu akazondiitira chipambi, anyway takazodivorce. He's now staying in the US, and then I was like, let me just move my practice kunoku kuzim, because she's a gynecologist. So she was like, let me just move my practice kunoku chichichi, and she's She also runs a little beauty bar, like hair dermatology and stuff like that. So let me just move everything, and you are the first person I thought of. Ndakatukona pa Facebook, Chichi, and I'm so sorry about your wife. I'm really sorry, Chichi. Who is this? She goes, no, this is Prim. Prim is a very great person of mine. That's how he introduced her to Saru. But to Prim, he said, Saru is my ex-girlfriend, the one who got away. He really expurgated at that particular juncture, who is Saru to him. And this one was like, she's just a very great friend. She's been holding things down for me while my wife, Chi, was sick, and she's been holding things down for me during this moment of grief. And she was like, you don't need to worry about it. Now you have Chi, two great friends, two great people who will take care of you. And Big Mike is like, that's so amazing. So and she was like, oh no, I'm staying with my parents because I recently came back to Zim, so I'm trying to, check out houses because I'm actually planning on buying, not renting. And he was like, no, it's fine. You can always crash by Panapa. It would be nice to have you. And she just felt that man slipping away from her hands instantly. So as it turns out, Big Mike was now busy. He was like, listen, I'm at Saru Marondira, I'm at Saru Kichino Caves, I'm at Saru Kariba. Saru has never gone Kwakati, Saru. And then she just realized, listen, at this point, I think I'm just the other woman. And she even confronted him directly, like, bro, are we still together, or what is really going on? And he was like, no, don't worry, Saru is a very special person in my life, but we're not like that. And there was a time I can't name Fesi, we need to go out, Chichichi. And she was ready, getting prepared and whatnot. And Atoped Zarutra Fonderam facing Fesi Aba Arego Daira. She called him 10 times an hour daira, and she was like, let me just go kumbakwa. Arushka kumbarko na mota dzisakapakwa. Ndobvatovhura so arutona Big Mike na Saru vari busy, vari lounge, vari kutoseka, vari kuna TV, vari kuseka, vari kuita sei hanzi ndikofona ndiripo abva toita zvezvo totarisa phone pass kuti it's not urgent chichichicho bva tongondisiya ndakadaro. And ndobva ndazonoka bva nditi hey kanzi ko date yedu tikanzi totally forgot. Ndosaka ngo chinfona, I'm sorry, I was busy with Saru chichichi. And then Saru bva toita zvezvo kuti hey uya ndabika chichi. And at this point Saru didn't actually realize Prim is actually a girlfriend to this guy. So she was like, hey, how is Big Mike like? Ndakamsiya chiri mudiki, people change, chichichi. And she was just nice to Saru because clearly she could tell Saru doesn't know a lot about our situationship, rather. So vana ndobva vasodzoka. Right, vana vadzoka, Saru was taking care of vana vani va Big Mike, and then eventually Big Mike was just got distant. They would spend time together, but they would not be intimate at all. Like they would spend time like homies, that great platonic opposite sex friend of yours. That's how they would spend time. And 3 months after Saru came back, that's when she realized with him, these people are getting serious. And then 4 months down the line, that's when she saw Big Mike Waka poster engagement on his Facebook to Saru. She asked him, why would you do that? But you always have not like Saru is gonna be the woman for me. I told you she's the one who got away. We didn't break up, so we're just literally just taking off from where we left off, that type of thing. And you were just pushy when it comes to my issue with my wife. You don't have a heart, and if you could feel that way about the mother of my kids, I can't imagine how you would treat my kids. So that alone was a red flag. I was keeping you around, but I knew you and I are not gonna become anything more. So I'm really sorry you had to find out that way, but I just thought it was clear to you, Kuti, me and Saru are like this. So I'm sorry. I was heartbroken, Tani. Like, imagine, Chichichi, I was so heartbroken. I'm speaking in first person voice. I was so heartbroken, and I was like, how could you do this, Chichichi? So I had to call up Saru and be like, hey Saru, congrats on the engagement. She's like, thank you so much. And you know what, it's actually a good thing you called, because I was really asking Big Mike for your number. He didn't want to give me your number, but listen, I want you to be one of my bridesmaids. I just relocated to Zim. I don't know many people, and the good thing is, me and Mike, so you'll be like the great actually maid of honor, not bridesmaid. I want you to be the maid of honor. And she's like, no, I can't be, Chichishkanzi. No, you have to be. And then that's when I just had to tell her, listen, I can't be, because me and Mike, something was happening, Chichishkanzi. Oh yeah, he kind of told me to, you guys had a fling, but it's not that serious. Like, you guys haven't been together for a long time, so come and be the maid of honor, and she was like, oh wow, sorry, is like that, hey. And they ended up getting married, and she was the maid of honor, but she was just not into it. Rectodaro. And Big Mike got married Nasaro Vachtodanana, and he got to a point let's just cut communication because I'm really focused on my wife, and you are a bad influence. You are not a loyal side chick. So you just want to take me, and I think of my kids, and the way you act, it's like you're gonna be that person. Things can just go wrong, so let's just cut communication off. And they cut communication off, literally. Big Mike, sorry, cut communication. He cut the cord on Primwedu, and that's how she was left Big Mike. So she was just saying, listen, they can never ever change to be like Munowako, or I don't know, whatever fantasy or dilulu you'll be feeding your head and your body and soul and mind. It will not happen the way you want it to. So that's what she was just saying. And if you decide to be nemunwe, just focus on being the other woman, not trying to be main, not trying to be all that. Don't be what's this? Don't be trying to inserting yourself in the other life or just focus on being the side chick, and just do just that, be the side chick, nothing more, nothing less. So that's her lesson to y'all. I hope y'all take something from this. And she says, I actually regretted how I was always saying, hey, cut the did she take her off life support, hey, or and whatnot. And she was honest. She said, listen, I always told myself, now that I'm gonna tell this man clearly they're capable of taking care of them. So I actually planned on making the kids leave their father's house. So this is just one instance where I say, let's thank God for fathers. At this point, I'm going to say fathers because as a husband, he's kind of a no. But fathers like Big Mike are very important in this life. I choose Magaro over Vana. And did it, which is a very good thing. So Big Mike, kudos to you, for real, like fru. Y'all know I love daddies. I love daddies that step up, daddies that are just there for their kids. Me and daddies. So I love daddies who do that. So Big Mike, SO to you, and SO to Saro for stepping in and being that woman. And SO to you, Prim, for telling me this story and for being open and, trying to teach us a lesson. So I hope this teaches one or two people. So Prim, thank you for that as well, my love, and thank you for now reflecting on it and just realizing how wrong you were and learning from that, and never ever putting yourself in a situation where you're just the other woman and then the other woman, that type of thing. So that's a Small House Saga ya Nasi, and yeah, it just hits different, right? It hits different, but yeah, those more Saga Nasi, guys. I have a live today. Tani is coming back from jail, guys. I was in jail since 1 April, and Ndruko released Nasi at 5:15, actually 8:05 p.m. Central African time. As in TikTok jail. So live now in 5:05. I hope I'll see y'all, and yeah, we engage really bo chichichi. If I sound funny, please forgive me. It's been a while since ndataura and glitch, so but I'll see y'all live on live. And yeah, take care, guys. Be good, be sweet, and most importantly, be safe and make the right decisions in life. Bye bye.